Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 2014 Insight Innovation Exchange, brought to you by Green Book and Gen2 Advisors, also supported by Research Now. My name is Ben Smithy, CEO of Spike Market Analytics, and today I am here with Parry Bedi, who is the co-founder and CEO of Social Glimpz. Parry, thanks so much for taking the time to be here, man.
Thanks, Ben.
So, starting off, Insight Innovation Exchange, what do you think this represents for our industry and the research industry?
I think the industry is changing so fast. There are a lot of disruptive forces. I think you've heard things said such as like software is eating the world and so on. But I think research industry in itself is being disrupted. And I think having Insight Innovation and bringing practitioners who are looking forward to changes in their industry is a great thing. And it gives a great opportunity to a company like ours to be here and learn as well as share what we're doing.
And speaking about opportunity, you guys won in Amsterdam. You were the winners of the innovation competition, so congrats.
And thank you.
Talk to us about that and what that meant for you and how that's going to kind of play out in the future for you.
Sure. So we were a very early stage startup when we won the competition, and at that time, for us, it was more about proving the value. So as you know, like it's a very old industry. People have practiced the craft for many years. So along came we, and we had this great innovative technology, a new methodology. So it was initially met with like, hey, where are the proof points? There was a little bit of skepticism around it. And winning the competition in itself was a great proof point. So we could go to our customers, we could go to our investors and say like, hey, not only we have this great technology, but it's proven. And it's proven in terms of, the industry leaders believe in it. So that helped us a lot. So it helped us biz dev as well as to raise funds and so on.
Congrats again.
Thank you.
Talk to us about Social Glimpz and where you see innovation playing into the role your company plays within the industry.
So we are what we call as like at intersection of big data and visual web. So if you look at Pinterest, Instagram, or even Vine, consumers are increasingly moving towards visuals.
Absolutely.
In fact, like across the world, visuals are the new language of the consumers. And we are capitalizing on that massive switch. So what we do is we enable brands to gather and make sense of visual content. And then using that content, they can gather consumer insights, also user-generated content, and as well as just general marketing purposes.
Absolutely. What are you looking at next? Where are you guys moving to in the future to stay innovative and stay ahead of that curve?
So partly it is the technology. What we are building is a deep learning system. So it's a machine learning technology which gets better every time we run a project. So for us, the goal would be to be the world's premier interpretation engine for visuals. So no matter what visual you have, we can tell you how it resonates with people, what are the different insights in it, and what kind of things you can use it for.
How is machine learning, sensors, all of that, beacons, all of these types of sort of automated data collection mechanisms and data sifting mechanisms, how is that going to change the game for research, or is it?
I think it will. So first of all, I think it would not shrink the market in terms of research, but what it would enable to do is like have companies who never had access to good quality, solid research to do research, and for companies who already have large budgets, for them to do more research. So it'll get them really closer to consumers, engage with them on a different level, like really emotional level.
Do you guys feel like you integrate into other solutions? Is this something that's kind of standalone now, or is this something that you feel fits in nice with other pieces of the puzzle?
I think it fits in nicely. So it stands on its own when it's needed, but it fits in nicely as well. Most primarily, like, for example, for directional approach. So let's say you have like 100 themes you want to explore, but you cannot go and do like focus groups or in-depth interviews for all the 100 themes. So you can use something like Social Glimpz's technology to whittle down onto like 5 things you should focus on, and then take it and go really deep in those 5 different areas.
Absolutely. What about the future of our industry with regard to the people, right? You guys are part of a young startup. What does the future researcher look like from a personality and persona standpoint?
I think the industry has done really well so far. Like many of the people I've met here, they're super smart, bright, so it's very inspiring to be here. But I think, as I was saying, there's a paradigm shift happening. And I think the shift is primarily along the lines of openness. So as a new researcher, you have to be open. And I think we say that a lot in the industry.
Open in what ways?
Yeah, so we say like, hey, you have to be open in terms of if your data shows you something else, you should believe it. Because, first of all, the world is changing very rapidly, so you cannot bring your preconceived notions. But more importantly, also be open to new technological changes. we should as an industry welcome those changes. I think because they're here to stay and learn from it.
Absolutely. Perry, thanks so much for taking the time
Thanks
to be
so much,
here.
Ben.
Congrats again on your win, and I look forward to seeing what else you guys come up with in the future.
Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You guys heard it here first at the 2014 Insight Innovation Exchange. My name is Ben Smithy. You just heard from Mr. Parry Bedi, who is the CEO and co-founder of Social Glimpz. We'll see you next time. Thank you.